How you guys doing, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Desmond with Combs Premier Realty Group, and in this video I want to discuss Home Partners of America, what it takes to qualify for a home with Home Partners of America in 2024. We're going to break down everything from the application process, type of homes they select from. We're going to talk about some of the buyback solutions at the end of this video. But before we get started, guys, do me a favor, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to get updated on all the new videos I post. So let's jump right into it. How to qualify for Home Partners of America. So the minimum income requirements for Home Partners of America is $40,000 per year. Now this is per application, so if it's multiple people applying, just know that the average income needs to be no less than $40,000. Your overall budget will be determined by your income and your debt to income ratio, but the more money you make, the more money you'll get approved for. As far as the credit is concerned, you need to have at least a 610. Once again, this is a combined application. So if it's multiple people applying, then the average credit score needs to equal 610 in order to get approved. It's a $75 application fee. There'll be two parts to the application. Once you put in your basic information, they'll let you know, hey, you seem like a good candidate for Home Partners of America. Then they allow you to go to the final part of the application where you'll pay your $75. You have to have a clean background, no disqualifying background things as far as like no open evictions, no evictions period, no open bankruptcies, things of that nature. So as long as you don't have any of those things in your background, you should be fine. Once the application is complete, it takes about 5 business days for them to go over everything and give you your approval. Once you get approved, they'll give you a budget, and from this budget, we could start the process of selecting your home. All right, once approved. Now, once you get approved, they're gonna give you a budget. Now, with this budget, we can go shopping for any home that's in the market that fits that budget. Just know that Home Partners of America are very strict on the type of homes that you can purchase. You cannot purchase any kind of investment property, multifamily homes, condos. You have to make sure that the house is gonna be in good condition. No renovation projects. Newer homes is really what they want to purchase. So if you can find you a newer home, then just know that you're going to have a good experience using Home Partners of America. They don't really want to purchase those older homes because they're just problems. Even though there's an inspection period and we're going to try to address a lot of this stuff, but they want a newer home going into it. They don't want a house that's already got a lot of age on it. The roof may be worn down, AC, anything like that may be going bad in a few years. They want to make sure that you're getting a solid home. And so newer homes is what they shoot for. So we're going to select any house that's available on the MLS. The HOA is going to play a big part in determining what homes are available to you. So once you select the home, we still have to verify with the HOA that they allow Home Partners of America to rent this house back to you, because sometimes the HOA has criteria where you have to own the house for a year or two before you can lease it. So we just got to verify with the HOA that it's okay. Once we do that, then it's okay to move forward with an offer on a particular property. Now, once we submit an offer on that property, before that offer goes out, you're going to have to pay a good faith deposit. That good faith deposit does not go anywhere. It will be credited towards you when you get ready to put down your down payment, which is the equivalent of 2 months rental deposit. That's it, 2 months rental deposit. That's all you have to put down. And so that good faith deposit is going to go towards that 2 months rental deposit. So you won't have to come up with any more money once you pay that. So once the good faith deposit is out, if the offer is not accepted, that good faith deposit is not paid again. Every time you submit an offer, you do not have to pay a good faith deposit. You just pay that one time, and until we get an offer accepted, then that good faith deposit will be used in order to submit all of those offers, right? So once we get an offer accepted, now we're going to go into the inspection period. Now, the inspection period is basically they're going to hire an inspector that's approved by them. They're going to go out, they're going to inspect the home. They're going to give you a detailed report telling you everything that's wrong with the house. Now, once we get this report, based off the report, we'll be able to determine whether we can move forward with this house, or do we need to walk away from this house. Now, even if the report is not perfect, there's still options to move forward. We'll address those in a manner of asking for closing concessions in order to fix some of the issues that the inspector may have found. But just know that we would need a clean inspection or those issues addressed before we can move forward with that particular home. So once the inspection period is cleared, you're pretty much good to go. At this point, the house is going to be closed on. They're going to buy that house for you in cash. But just know that you still have to wait 45 days. So the time that the offer is accepted, that's going to be a 45-day period before you can move into it. The house is going to be closed on well before the 45 days, but you're going to have to wait 45 days from the time the offer is accepted in order to move in. So just know that there's not anything quick about this process as far as you can get approved today and you can get in the house in 2 weeks. No, it's not going to happen like that. It's still going to be 45 days from the time the offer is accepted so you can actually move into the house. So once you move in, now this is important for everybody to remember. Home Partners of America is a third-party company that's buying this house for you in cash. They're going to lease it to you for up to 5 years. Now, you're going to get a lease, a 1-year lease that is going to be renewed every year for up to 5 years. Every year, you're going to get a new lease amount. You're going to see all this stuff up front, but for those 5 years, you don't have a locked-in lease rate. Your lease is going to go up every year, but they'll show you that going into it. And the buyback price is also going to go up every year after that. The first year of this lease to own is going to be your best bang for your buck. The buyback price is going to be really fair for this first year. So from the moment you get into this house, it's important for you to start looking to options to purchase this house back. There are several ways you can buy this house back. If you're a veteran, you can use the VA. First-time home buyers, of course, can always use these different programs they have where they allow you to put 3.5% down. There's 100% financing options available at this point where you just have to pay the closing costs. There's also companies that give you closing cost assistance. There's the Hometown Heroes program where you get up to 5% of the purchase price towards down payment and closing costs. And there's also programs like NACA, where you don't have to pay down payment or closing costs or PMI. So there's a lot of different options for you to choose from, but just know that from the moment you get into the house, you need to be started looking at those different options and determine how soon you can purchase this house back. But just remember, the beautiful thing about you're using Home Partners of America for a reason. Not only does this company not ask you to put a down payment, just a rental deposit, but they also give you the ability to walk away at any point during this contract. So if after the first year you determine that, hey, the value of this house is not worth what they're asking me to buy it back for, you can just walk away. The third year, you're probably going to be more likely than not walking away from this house. If you can't buy it back within the first 2 years, especially, you're probably more likely than not, you're probably going to end up walking away from the house because the buyback price, you're going to be locked into that buyback price and asked to honor it. So if the house value goes up, even if the community is appraised for that value, you got to remember at a certain point, your approval from a lender is only going to max out at so much. So if the property is valued well above what you can get approved for at this point, because the buyback price has exceeded your approval budget, then you're you know, unless you can add more income for whatever reason, you're going to have to walk away from this house one way or another. So Home Partners of America does not lock you into that. You get your 2 months rental deposit back. So you just let them know you will not be renewing the lease. At the end of that year, you just move out. You get your 2 month rental deposit back, and we go out and we'll purchase a house for you with the budget that the lender gave you. So at this point, everything is fixed. You have your credit fixed. You have your savings put away, or whatever options you have, but you have an approved mortgage now. So it's ball in your court. You know, new construction incentives are, you know, sometimes a lot better than some of the deals that's out there for as the lenders are giving you. You know, I know lenders right now that are, builders right now, lenders that are giving $25,000 toward closing costs. They're giving, buying down the interest rate, you know, so there's options for you at the end of this program. So this is really a try before you buy it type program. Get into the house, you know, is no different from renting because you're only putting down a rental deposit. If you love the house after the first year, you know, go ahead and try to buy that house back. If something happens, like I said, and you have to walk away from the house, just know that you always have that cushion that you can just walk away with no penalty with this program. Unlike some of the other programs where they lock you into purchasing this house because you put 2% of the purchase price down, sometimes 3% of the purchase price down. And if you can't buy it back then you'll lose that money, and that can equal anything from $8,000 to $12,000 depending on the purchase price of that house. And nobody wants to walk away from that kind of money. So with Home Partners of America, even though I wouldn't consider it the #1 rent-to-own program out there because of the the buyback price on some of the other programs is a little less for the second year. It's definitely one of the top rent-to-own programs out there because of that very feature that you can walk away. A lot of those other programs will not allow you to walk away without penalty. You'll lose money. So I guess, you got to take the good with the bad of all of these rent-to-own programs, but this is a very solid rent-to-own program. You can get into a house, they'll buy it for you in cash. You do not have to put any money down other than your rental deposit. So if rent-to-own seems like a solution that could be for you, make sure you reach out to me. I'm very well-rounded with all of these other rent-to-own programs, but this program in particular is one that I push a lot of my clients to because of the fact that I don't like anybody to lose money. And anytime a program like this comes around where they're offering you the opportunity to use investors' money to kind of equal the playing field, to put a cash offer on a home, buy that house and give you more time to fix anything that's wrong with your profile in order to allow you to purchase, and I'm all up for it. So make sure you reach out to me. If you want to apply for Home Partners of America, I will leave the link at the bottom of this video. Click that link, give me your information, and I will get you signed up for Home Partners of America. And if you're in Florida, I will be assisting you personally with your process of getting approved and selecting a house. If you're in another state, you can still reach out to me. I'll make sure I refer you out to somebody that's well-rounded with the program. They'll be able to assist you as well. So once again, my name is Desmond with Combs Premier Realty Group. I look forward to hearing from you soon.